Mindy, look at this view that we have here of the sun rising over Danville. This is just amazing. A beautiful, beautiful scene. And something's about to play out over here.
I see something on a boat way over there, exactly as the sun and we are in transit of line of the sun rising and a guy on a boat.
Who is that over
Is that
there?
Jack Culkin, George Washington?
We're making it.
Crossing
we're making
No longer King George?
No. We got
A different George?
We got a new bit for the rest of the week, maybe. But so could we zoom in on that? I think.
Oh, Dave, yeah, we've got that on camera.
Crossing what could be even
We're
the
getting there.
Susquehanna to
If you wanna put it on
Delaware.
now.
We're doing a 250 theme here, so just put it in your mind, people. Put it in your mind.
George Washington, can you hear us over there?
You know, crossing the Delaware was cool, but this is way better.
Oh,
Unfortunately, if we're on right now,
He
I'm
says
not
crossing
hearing anything.
the Delaware was cool.
But I got my trusty sidekick, Mr. Bear, and George. We're crossing the
look
Sus,
at how it's timed with the sun.
having a
coming up.
wonderful
That
morning.
is beautiful.
I'm sure George didn't have to do
Telling
this
us
with
all
one
about his
arm.
trip across.
Okay. Thanks, George.
Anytime.
Obviously, we are doing our history with this tour,
trying
and
to
we're
do our
seeing that
best
this
here,
morning.
folks.
Captain
For doing this
Jacob
for
Gearhart.
George.
Correct.
You look fantastic
Well,
for being
absolutely.
270 years old.
And I have Betsy with me.
All right, Betsy, so
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
guys. This is great. What's the latest progress here?
Oh, they're
Oh,
still
they're
making their
almost
way across. In the Susquehanna River. Yes, there was history's crossing of the Delaware. We had the crossing of the Susquehanna with George Washington himself.
It's a stretch.
And the bear.
It's a stretch. So, okay, we all know Washington crossing the Delaware.
Yes.
So now we have Jack Culkin crossing the Susquehanna.
I don't know
Doesn't it
who
work
Jack
somehow?
Culkin is, but I'll tell you what, I don't know why I ever decided to cross rivers in the winter. The summer is where it's at. This has been beautiful this morning.
George is telling everyone, they can't hear him up
Yeah,
here,
right,
but
yeah.
he's saying it's much better to cross the river in the summer than in December, like George Washington
Yeah,
did.
and
in the Delaware.
without guns pointed at you, too.
Without guns as well. So we're having a great morning here, setting things up. Jacob Gearhart, so he was the one who arranged the boats for Washington to cross the Delaware, and then he settled right here in Riverside. So we have a little reenactment of that here this morning. And so there's history all along the way as we're going this
And
morning.
they look great for being 300 years old.
Yes, you do. You've aged well.
Thank you very much.
You're doing well, getting ready for another day?
Yeah, so I always like the western counties, which I'll be biking
Perfect.
through today,
Very good.
because it's flat, for the most part. Not always, but where's my partner?
So
All week long,
King
King
George has been replaced.
Oh, he is not.
George Washington himself.
You just crossed
The river was easy.
Delaware. I mean,
Walking up
Susquehanna.
these hills, man. Oh my God.
Wait, whew, such a classy guy with silk screen buttons. You couldn't even get real buttons on this outfit.
Continental Army didn't have the budget this year. We did not.
How was the crossing of the Susquehanna?
I tell you what, crossing any river, I recommend it summertime, not the winter.
Oh,
you know, this
all right,
was
yeah.
a breeze. This was like vacation.
And no one was perched with guns on this bank.
No.
Way
No.
to surprise
You did
the
see some
red coats.
fishermen, though.
The way you surprised those red coats,
I
genius.
saw them all.
Yes,
And they
genius.
ran in fear.
And
No
now it's all
Hessians
there.
hiding over here.
That's right.